Hey there, boys and girls. Today we're going to be doing the Scorn of the Machina of Destruction. I've been playing around with this fight a little bit, trying to figure out kind of what works best for me, and try to explain the fight as best as I can. The missions are deal lightning and light damage 2 times or more, evoke an Esper, defeat the right and left arm with magic. That is going to be the third set of arms. I apologize because this comp is kind of specific. I don't have Ignis. I think he's very good for this fight because like Charlotte isn't actually covering magic, so we're just using her mitigation. So if you don't have Ignis like me, here's a good way to do it. Sieghart is going to be our evasion cover tank. He's got draw text gear on. Charlotte, like I said, she's pretty much here for her mitigations. Lena's here because she's got break immunity. She can help out with her entrust and whatnot. Folka's a better MP battery, but like I said, I need limit burst generation because the arms don't give crystals. It's very frustrating. You got Summerfina and Lid as our breaker. I like her, like I said, because she can kind of get her own breaks. She's got multiple ways of doing it with her limit burst, cooldowns, etc. Prowl is a very good substitute as well. This is my King Rain. He's got lots of machine killer stuff on. He's on Alexander for more killers. This is Hazino's Rain. It's really well geared. Got a fair amount of machine killer on. I do like the Spirit he's got. I wish his hit points was just a smidge bit higher. We'll have to take care of him. Shouldn't be a problem though. Rain's got guts, which is good. Depending on how quick you can close this fight out, you can hold off on using guts till later on. So the boss starts out, he puts a buff on himself that basically makes him immune to damage. He summons some arms. The arm phase of this fight is the least dangerous. So like I said, if you can't gear your Rains to be like super strong, hanging out in the arm phase there's really no downside to it other than the fact that you don't get the limit crystals. We'll do a physical cover with Sieghart. I'm going to jump down here and get a magic dark resist with Charlotte. And with Lena, I want to use break immunity. And I want to use her latent ability. Again, I'm just trying to mitigate as much of this dark damage as I can. And with Fid, I'm going to use Beach Parasol and Ultimate Siesta to break the boss. But first, I want to use my Rains. I'm going to triple cast Soul Blood, Awakening, and a Fire. Soul Blood, Awakening, Fire. A handy tip for the arms: you can target like one at a time and put the Imperil out on them. So now you got both of them imperiled. Go ahead and send Fid off. One thing with Fid, I always like to make sure that I'm regenerating as much mana as possible with her because our Rains drink it. This is the dark magic that goes out. As you can see with the buffs that we provided, didn't really do a whole lot of damage. And then Sieghart takes 1,000 punches in the face. We're ready to go ahead and yes, the arms, limit burst, send it off. Should easily take them out. The boss is going to dispel himself next turn. So right here we're going to get Beach House Break with Fid. It does two things. It almost fills Charlotte's limit burst bar up. And again, that's why I like Lena right here, because she can do this to fill it up just a little bit more, and then we'll use her other immunity buff. Actually, it filled. That's nice. If that don't work out for you, don't worry about that. Here, I'll do it anyways. We'll just do a magic cover. You're not in bad shape. We're going to get a Thunder Resist buff with Sieghart. He's on Rama for that Thunder Resist, and Rama also has the spell if you get in bad situations. See, I mean, you got a lot of single target attacks that go on to Charlotte. I mean, it's nothing very threatening. Concentrating the core, that's what you really have to watch out for in this fight. That means it removes its breaks, and it's going to nuke the shit out of you next turn. So we'll get Charlotte to use her limit burst. We did the power up move with Fid. We're going to use those attack and magic breaks there. We'll put that on. And I want to protect myself as much as possible. And since Hazino has got like a whole bunch of mana, we'll do it with him. We'll do Extra Saber, Blaze Saber, and Energy Wall. The boss has these buffs up, so we can't hurt him. And then with my Rain, I'll just do Extra Saber and Blaze Saber. So we're getting a 3,000 hit point barrier here, which is really nice. We should still have re-raise on our Rains, and I doubt they'll die. And we should be good on hit points as well. Yeah, everybody's topped off on hit points. You want to hit the boss with Holy. That's going to reduce the amount of magic damage that it does. We'll get Sieghart to just do another Thunder Resist. Sieghart's pretty much here for the arms. Charlotte's here for the body, if you want to think about it that way. Okay. This is the big nuke. Again, this is the most damaging attack the boss has. Then you're going to get one more at the end of this. Genocide Beam, I think is what it's called. Yeah, boy. See, that barrier kept our guts intact with rain. It's really, really handy. With Fid, let's go ahead and use Water Fight to get the High Tide buff, and we'll use Beach Parasol, kind of regenerate a little bit of mana. We'll do Double Crimson Novas, get some big boy damage out. That's great. A lot of damage right there. We can go ahead and start getting our thunder damage going on. He does retaliate against thunder being used on him, but it's really no big deal. We'll use Knight's Command and Lena. Use her delayed stuff. As long as you manage that yellow swirly power up thing well, like, you should be safe in this one. And Rain's barriers is a godsend. Really, you know, because Rain doesn't do a whole lot of damage on his non-LB turns, like, using that barrier pretty much on every time is okay, I think. Mana permitting. This dude does use a shit ton of mana. We'll use double MP right here. Get our Rains hooked up. I want to use Blaze, Soul Blood, and Royal. Same thing right here. I know I re-imbue myself quite a bit, but if Rain gets busy doing things like, you know, he's not, you might lose track of it, and I think it's easier, again, because he doesn't do a whole lot of damage, to just go ahead and get it out there. Nothing too significant as far as damage goes. We'll use another Thunder. So we got our two Thunders out of the way. I do have an active Limit Burst with Charlotte, but I would tell you guys to kind of hold off on using Limit Burst as much as you can. And see, I've got 2 turns on mine, so we're good there. Those crystals are few and far in between. I think Lena can just repeat for her delayed stuff. So the boss is going to do another willy-nilly nuke. We've got our big Limit Burst powered up next turn. I think this second set of arms is pretty tanky. But as long as you have, like, Rain's good cooldown available for the arms, you should knock them out really easy. The downside to that is, like, the arms put a break resist buff up. So, like I said, if you leave the arms alive for a while and you need to break the boss, make sure you check his buffs. And if he has that, dispel it, then break the boss. Alrighty. Second set of arms. Go ahead and use Limit Burst. And I know it's silly, but I want to use Crazy Day because I want to get as much damage as I can. I like hitting this top one with it too. Get our Limit Burst. It's a 35% imperil, but I want as much damage as I can get out here. Because Rain loses his triple cast. We left this one at 8%. I say should have one more turn on that. One more turn there. We need the physical cover with Sieghart. We can just do another Knight's Command. You could do an LB fill there. It really don't matter. The top one's the one that does the dark attacks, I believe. That's why I like to go ahead and try to get it out of the way. But I mean, if you still have 2 alive right there, you're fine. I mean, it ain't gonna wipe you. All right. We lost our triple cast, which is fine. We want to use our buff, and in King Saber, I feel like King Saber is probably Rain's strongest non-Limit Burst nuke. It should take care of this 8% for us. Awesome. We'll get an LB fill. Heal. We need to Limit Burst with Charlotte. We need to get a Thunder Resist buff with Sieghart. It's kind of like a priority thing doing this boss, I think. More so than anything else. Then we'll go back into our delayeds with Lena. Another thing you can do for the yellow swirlies, if you're really scared about dying, you can just defend. Because, I mean, there's no turn limit on this, so you can take all the time you want. What I like to do is just make sure that Rain's got one of his barriers up. So we'll do Extra Saber, Blaze Saber. Azino's got plenty of mana. We'll use his. Extra Saber, Blaze Saber, and Energy Wall. And with mine, I'll just do Extra Saber, Blaze Saber. We can't hurt the boss because he's got his immunities up. With Fid, I'll get double MP recovery. Let's see here. With Wilhelm. With Sieghart, redo that Thunder Resist buff. I used Limit Burst with Charlotte last turn, so we can use Knight's Command now. We'll refresh Lena's delayed things. Just want to check my brakes. Some core lasers. There's the spell. That's nice that Fid filled up, but if we needed to, we could get Lena to hook her up. We'll go ahead and use Rain's Limit Burst again, get some more damage on the boss. I would like to be as close to 40 as I can. Shit. That's as close to 40 as you can get. We'll use Fid's Limit Burst. Let's see, I've got an extra turn with Lena. I'll go ahead and entrust it. I'm gonna entrust her another bar for when the hands come back up, just to be on the safe side. Let's go ahead and summon an Esper that also deals thunder damage. 2 birds with 1 stone. Always good. We use Knight's Command. This is where having the barrier a couple turns ahead should help out. See if it helps our friend survive. Oh, he still got it with guts. That's unfortunate. It's okay. I mean, that's a very minor detail. A little bit more hit points. See, I survived with 781, and I wouldn't have had to use my guts right there. Again, it's very, very minor. I don't want to push the boss anymore, so I'll just use Soul Blood. Let's see here. I should have like 2 turns of fire. Yeah, three turns of fire, even better. We'll just use Soul Blood times 2. Again, I'm preparing myself to take out the boss next turn. The arms are going to come back up, so we'll just do double MP recovery. Sieghart, you can get another Thunder Nuke in right here, so you're definitely good there. Let's check Charlotte's cover. She's got 1 turn, so we can do another Knight's Command. Lena can just redo her delayed stuff. I definitely think this boss is like big time priority system. We're doing pretty good with Rain's mana too. That's a good thing. Alrighty guys, I'm telling you, I have forgot to do this I don't know how many times, and I've actually got 2 videos, perfect clears, recorded where I didn't use Alterna right here. Make sure you use Alterna right here or something to hit these boys with magic so you get them killed and complete the mission parameter. I did it my first clear, but it's like my brain has completely left me. We'll get Fid to use her Limit Burst to break them. We'll go ahead and start up Alterna, chain our Rains off. Should take care of these pretty easy, because Rain had his good cooldown. There's the Alterna, so we got the kill with magic, thank God. I believe I need to Limit Burst this turn with Charlotte. Let's go ahead and do that. We can repeat Lena. So, you know, now we've got 2 more turns to kill till we can start damaging the boss again. Just be mindful of the yellow swirly. That's what you really got to watch out for. Genocide Beam. There's the yellow swirly, so he removed his brakes. Kind of nervous right here because, you know, Azino almost bit it last turn. Got one turn. I'm going to just defend because we've got plenty of turns to take care of this. So I want to defend right there. I want to hit him with Holy. That way we can reduce the damage. And Sieghart will give us a Thunder Resist buff. And I'm going to get Lena to entrust the bar over to Hazino, or to Fid. I got you on my mind, Hazino. So we can get a breakout. Good deal. So, you know, yeah, I would like to have a barrier up. Hopefully defending will help us out enough to survive this. We got 7k. I think we're good. Probably could have survived it without defending, but like I said, why put yourself in an unnecessary danger? Let's see here. We've got our good cooldown. We got one turn off Soul Blood, so we need to... We'll use Complete Awakening and Fire. Complete Awakening and Fire. I won't push the boss. Well, no, I can't because he's immune. Good. That actually works out in my favor. Alrighty, so we got our big boy buffs up. Let's see here. We'll use Water Fight for the High Tide, and we'll use Beach Parasol for the MP recovery. Sieghart. We'll just use Thunder Resist. I think I'll use Limit Burst sometime. I got 2 turns, so we'll use Knight's Command. We'll use Lena's delayed stuff right here. We're close to filling up Fid's Limit Burst bar, so that's good. Just in case, you know, we take some yellow swirlies that, you know, we didn't allocate for, we're good. We got our triple cast. Make sure you keep up that energy wall. There's Genocide Beam. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's do triple cast. I think I got 1 turn on Soul Blood. Oh, it's up now. Good. Awesome. Let's do that. Let's do King Saber and Energy Wall with my rain. We'll do Soul Blood, King Saber. I guess we'll do a Roll Saber, because I should have plenty of fire. 4 turns. So we'll send that off. When you go below 40 with the boss, he will do the yellow swirly more often. I think it's every 2 turns. So, you know, that's why I like to be extra careful with it. Let's do Beach Parasol. I did a High Tide buff last turn. We should have plenty of Thunder reasons too, right? Nope. Need to do that. Do Thunder Resist with Sieghart. Let's check Charlotte's cover. Got 1 turn on it, so we can just do Knight's Command again. We'll get Lynette to do her delayed things. I don't know if we'll get him from 38%, but we'll give him a good try. For laser, we resist all that because we got our lightning resist buff. Let's see if we get a swirly right here. Genocide Beam, that's unfortunate. Oh, we're really good then. We was ready for it if we got it. Let's go ahead and use another Esper with lightning. That way I know I did that mission. I really hate it when I do videos. We'll get all the missions. Go, Hazino! Go! 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 You got him! Good job, buddy. There you go, 15 turns. Really, really nice, neat clear. Thank you, Hazino, for the friend unit. Thank you, everybody else. Mr. Snake had a nice one. Duncanstein had a really nice one. I did use you guys experimenting around a lot. It took me a while to figure out like a really clean strategy for this, but I like the end result. We was still covered if the fight had to go on longer turns right there, but like I said, some key highlights for you. Pay attention to that yellow swirly. If it goes off, make sure you get your brakes back on the boss. Make sure you got big mitigation on this. Ignis, Charlotte's good for this. I don't know if I would just run it off Sieghart's mitigation unless you build your reigns a whole lot tankier than I did. Again, that's a decision for you to make and however you want to do this. If you guys pulled for Transterra, or not Transterra, if you guys pulled for Magitech Terry, I hope you got her. I know a lot of people fan favorite. She's a favorite of mine too. I don't have the resources to go for her right now. There will be no stream Saturday because I'm going to New York. It's kind of wild here right now. Hope you guys liked the video. Hope you guys have a really good rest of the week. Toodaloo.